You really started with what took you so long. I know that's like standard, but yeah, what took you so long? Yeah, I know I'm an hour late. I know I'm... I know I'm late. Alright, hello everyone. Hi. It's me, the guy who's late. Just ignore that. Let's just take a little look-see at that. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Alright, we're go time. Straight from the get-go. It is 11:10. I'm here over an hour later than I intend to be. You know, usually I like to start these streams at 10 o'clock. I mean, I guess originally, back when I wasn't raking in the money, I started the streams at like 10:30, and then I was like, okay, let's bring these back to 10. That's a good idea. And then lately I've just not been sleeping as well, honestly. And then it's like, oh, I'm staying up a little later. And then I get cooked, basically. For example, I stayed up kind of late on Friday. Actually, I did not get enough sleep on Wednesday night. So Thursday, I was like, well, I'm cooked. And then I stayed up a little bit too late on Thursday. So I didn't get a full amount of sleep to fix what I'd missed the night before. So then Friday, I was pretty dead. But then I stayed up late, of course. And it was like 1:30 when I went to bed. Okay, Joan's in this acre. Can I make something work here? Yes. Is it gonna be pretty? No. But hey, I gotta do what I can here. So I got 160k. I have no idea what the price is at right now. I don't know how I feel about this week either. Okay, 100 bells is a nice even number. And I like that. That means that we need 5 bags every time. It's 150k on the dot. Pretty good. Honestly, not gonna complain about 100. It's still triple digits. Not perfect, not whatever. It's 150k every inventory. So it's 300k for 2, 600 for 4, 900 for 6. So every 7 inventories is 1 mil. Now I have no idea what we're gonna get here, considering the amount of time we have. If I can get Joan in a good acre before noon, then sure, we can save this. If not, I don't know. We're probably getting a low week, and it's probably not gonna. I don't know. If we get Joan in a good acre near the end, maybe we can still hit like 4 mil. I mean, 4 mil would still be like 28 inventories, I suppose. Maybe 27 if I'm lucky. We definitely need time to get that, so I don't know. This might be 3.5, maybe 3. I don't know. I'm not gonna speculate. I'm just gonna do what I can, obviously. So anyway, yeah. So then Friday I was up late. It was again. It was like 1:30, and it was like, oof. And then I woke up yesterday, and it was like 9:30. It's like, dude, let me sleep in. I want to sleep in. This sucks. And then I was kind of busy in the evening yesterday, so then I was like, oh shoot, I gotta stream now. And that was obviously like right before midnight. And then it just took me a long time to wind down. So again, it's like, oh, I'm going to bed at like 1:30. And I was like, well, I should wake up at 9:30, and then I should be able to start shortly after 10. Wrong. I woke up. I woke up a bunch. I kept waking up. I was like, this is not a good sleep. And then by the time I finally felt like I was awake, I looked at my phone and it's like 10:26, and I went, bruh, come on, not like this. So that's my excuse. That's my story. I'm not happy about it. I'm not thrilled. Even waking up at 10, and we got here around like 10:30, and that's still been like, ugh. But you know, it's just how it's been. I don't know. Like my back and neck hit a really bad point a couple weeks, maybe like 3 weeks ago. And I just started sleeping worse at that point. And now, like, it's not as bad, but, like, I guess, like, the sleep is still sometimes problematic. So I don't really know what the dealio is with that. Okay, so we're gonna just see how many inventories I can buy here. Maybe we can spend, like, everything, but I don't think I have everything here, so I don't really know. Okay, yeah, let's go for it. Oh, come on. That's a bad sign. I think it would have been fine if I didn't do this. Wait, where did these two come from? I swear they weren't here before. Get them out of here. I don't want it. Shui's my nemesis. I don't like her. Okay, there's two inventories. I don't know. This week feels bad. Honestly, this week does not feel good based on this. But hey, you know, things could still be fine. I mean, I'm just trying to think like how much I can get through with this acre. Like we bought 3, it's been 12 minutes. We have 40 minutes. I'm gonna have to move from this acre soon. I mean, I can probably another 3 here. Like we can hit 1 mil from this acre alone. And then I guess if we get a good acre, that would be like another 2 mil. So like, I guess we could hit 3 for sure, but I'd love to hit more than that. Oh man. What else? What do I have to talk about? Trying to think where we're at. I mean, I did my big turnip stream last Sunday. This week's been fairly uneventful. I did a lot of yapping on Wednesday because that was the 1-year mark. Doing this for a year now. I started uploading all of my videos. You can see that on my second channel, my stream channel. Again, I haven't uploaded since Friday, but we're up to November, so November 10th, so we just have like the last month to upload, and then after that point I'll probably upload them every couple weeks. Something like that. So yeah, I mean, I played Metroid last week. I got through that, did a 100% run. Wasn't too bad to do, honestly. I had to like double check a couple things, but apart from that, it was pretty good. You know, like there's a couple scans. I was like, where is this again? Like I literally like 2 scans. I think I had issues with because I just didn't find them the first time around, and then I figured it out after. Okay, so I can definitely do one more. I could do an extra one. Honestly, might be a good idea. I'm thinking about that. So I'm at 4 inventories? I think I'm at 4, and this should be 5. But yeah, I played Metroid, I got the 100%, like I said. Like, I had all, like, the enemy scans, except for one, but I hadn't got to that point when I was checking everything over. And then I had, like, all but, like, 2 scans, I think. And I just, like, I looked up the room that they were in. I was like, okay, and then I found them. I just missed them the first time around. But I did pretty well finding everything. And, like, most of the upgrades, like, there's these scout drones that you, like, can activate. And when I activated them, I had, like, basically all but 1 or 2 already, like, marked on my map. So obviously I didn't see everything first time around, but I'd say I probably had, like, 90% of things on my own. And I'm a lot more thorough than I used to be. I'm kind of curious what my echoes percentage and all that's at. Because that one was weird, because I played it, like, when I was a kid, and then I never finished it, and then, like, when I was, I don't know, I want to say when I was, like, 16, 17, 18? I'm not going to tell you how many years ago that was. But quite some time ago. Actually, I don't know, was it, like... I don't know. I think, obviously, you can kind of have an idea of my age, but... that's up for speculation. Let's just say I played it when it came out, and then I played it, like, later, significantly later on. And I think that was when I was in, like, the key section. And I was like, huh? Because, like, everyone who's complaining about the crystals in Metroid Prime 4, I don't know what they're talking about. Because some people, like, said that it was worse than the artifacts. I don't know about the artifacts in Prime 1. I don't think that they're that complicated. Maybe they are. But the keys in Metroid Prime 2? Hello? Those things are wild. I needed to, like, look stuff up to, like, get back on track. Because I think I just, like, stopped at, like, the worst part possible. So, obviously, my experience is a little bit different. And maybe now, as an adult gamer who's played many Metroid games, I would have a better time figuring out where those are. But at the same time, maybe not. Oh, there's another bag there, actually. Wait a second. Okay, you're in my way. I do not approve. That's too many. There's a bag there, though. That's kind of crazy. Okay. I can actually buy another inventory. So I think this will be 7 inventories here. And it's almost 11:30, so it'll be like 11:35 by the time we're done. And then we'll have spent, you know, 1 mil. Wow. 1 mil in, like, whatever amount of time that is. Yahoo! So... depending on, like, if we get, like, another, like, smallish acre, and we buy a couple more, good, and then we get, like, a good acre, and then I just keep buying, and we get an hour and a half almost somehow, and then life's great. That's the plan. Anyway, so I played Prime 4, I finished that a while ago now. Or was it a while ago? Was it on Monday? I think it was on, no, it was on Tuesday. This week's been a little weird, honestly. Like, perception time has been wild. Because, yeah, I guess I finished Metroid on Tuesday, and then I did my 1-year stream on Wednesday, and then I spent most of that night uploading, like, 5 to 6 months of my streams while grinding RuneScape at the same time, because that's how the real ones do it. Double efficiency. And then Thursday, I streamed, and then watched the Game Awards, and that took out, like, my whole night. And again, I was uploading. And after that, then there was Friday. And Friday, I didn't really have much time to do this stuff. I did a little bit more uploading. And then, yeah, yesterday I did a lot of RuneScape. And it was sailing, so I did not have the ability to upload. But my sailing is no longer my lowest stat. So I think I can kind of stop going crazy on sailing. I've been going crazy on sailing. Now, to talk about how I do things in RuneScape, I've always had, like, runecrafting as my lowest skill for, like, the longest time. And then sometime within the past year or so, maybe it was last year, but more than a year ago, I can't remember exactly. I have a note of it somewhere, I just don't know off the top of my head. But I got finally base 80, so all of my skills were at level 80. And I was like, that's pretty sweet. I'm pretty happy with that. Unfortunately, 5 of my skills, or like 4 of my skills, are at level 80. So, before it was basically like I did Tears of Guthix every week, and it just went to runecrafting, and it passively leveled me. And I know people will say like, no, but once you hit 77 runecraft, you should get on that, because then you can do blood runes, and it's highly profitable, or something, blah, 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 blah. And to that I say, eh. Also, I'm not a fan of, like, the Rift. Guardians of the Rift, or whatever. It's okay, but it's like, it still feels so slow. So I feel like Tears is like a good... I think it's a good skill for Tears to go to. But I also, like, my mining is very similar in experience to my rune crafting. And I think mining's also a good one. Because mining always feels so slow. So yeah, anyway, where I'm going with this. And again, I think this is the 7th inventory. I mean, if I said I bought 6 and I saved 3 per inventory, that would be 18 minutes, and we're at 22. And I still have to get here and start, so yeah, I'm gonna say this is the 7th. I'm not counting, I lost count. And if I knew how much money I had in this acre to begin with, I wouldn't need to count, but I didn't know, because it was a weird lessened amount, but whatever. Anyway, so yeah, now it's like, I had a bunch, like, then, this is how it worked, okay? Actually, I think it was about, like, a little bit over a year ago, because I went to Japan last year in October, and I was like, now it didn't end up working this way, and I did not do it, but I was like, oh, let me get all my skills to a part. Like, basically, it was before my Japan trip. I was like doing a lot of Japan research, and I was like, let me do some RuneScape grinding. I'll get a bunch of my levels, like a low stats, level them up, or like get them experience, so that like they're not near the end. And I did that, and then I slowly did Tears, and I got a little bit lazy with doing it, and then now everything's like kind of caught up. So it's like I have a bunch of stats that are all around that level. And then sailing's there. And it's like, well, if I spend 6.5 minutes, I can get like 20k sailing experience. And if I do Tears, that's like 3 minutes to get like 14k or 15k, depending on how I do. So it does not make sense to go to sailing, because you're never getting runecrafting rates at that level, or at that time. So yeah, that's why I'm like, well, I should get sailing. Before I was like, well, I could have sailing as my lowest. And I was like, no, that makes no sense. The rates and how I can, like, so it's like I feel like I need to get sailing like significantly ahead, so I don't have to have this thought for a long time. I probably could do that without too much trouble. But we'll see. Like right now, I'm almost at 81 sailing. If I do one more run, I'll hit 81. That's where I stopped last night. Very fun. So, yeah, I'll have 81 sailing, and I still have to do all my charting. I have to, like, chart the Northern Ocean at this point. My whole goal was to, like, be able to chart everything and then leave it. But then I was like, wait, but by the time I can do that, I'm going to be close to 80. And based on these experience rates, I should get it over, so then I don't have to worry about sailing for a while. Also, I'm assuming that they're going to add, like, more charting locations in the future, because there's other, like, oceans that they have on the map, but they don't have anything. So I assume later they will add that. Okay, real quick, I'm going to go left, because the acres to my below me and to my right are good ones. So I think I've bought 7 so far, which is a good start. I spent 1 mil. Now I just need to find Joan again. And hope that she's either in like an okay acre and that I could buy for like another 20. And then hopefully get her in a good acre. But if I get her in a good acre now, do I like just take it? Or do I skip and try to get her in that one after? Because if I get her in a good acre now, it'll go past 12. And sure, we'll have more time. But if I can like get it closer to 12, we can get, you know, it'll be closer to what we want it to be. But we also can't count on that. So we're gonna just see. We're gonna just see how it goes. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I was originally thinking, okay, oh no, sorry, the oceans. I feel like they're gonna add more charting locations to the other oceans, probably. But I don't know if those would be higher level or not. So like, I'm in a good place probably to do all that if they add that. And obviously they'll add more quests that'll give experience and need levels, and like I'm gonna have them for sure. Because you know, the last quest needs like 45. I'm not gonna jump to something past 80, so I'm pretty safe at this point, I'd say. I have a guess in which acre she's in right now. I could be completely wrong, but I feel like she's in like B2, the one with Lucy. I feel like that's where she is right now, or it's one of the ones along the left, which wouldn't be bad. I could work with that. I don't want her to be here right now. Okay, that looks fine. Is she here? I don't know. If we can luck out, I can save this week. And it'll still be like a respectable week. But I need luck for that to happen. Okay, she's not there. And she's not here. Okay. Now I'm starting to worry. If she's here, we have money. Okay, she is here. That, we can work with this. I'm just trying to think how we work with this. I can buy a number of inventories here and then leave. It's probably the best bet. I don't know. We're gonna see how much I can get into this acre by the time it's close to noon, and then make a decision based off of that. Anyway, yeah, so that's how my RuneScape stuff's been going. It's like, oh, I was gonna get my sailing to 78, but then I was like, nah, let's do 80. But then I was like, actually, I'm almost 81. And I haven't even done my charting, which will give me a bunch of bonus experience. That bonus experience could be like a full level, maybe, potentially. I mean, it's like 100k to get everything, and then probably completing the oceans at least another 30k. And then each individual sea is going to be extra stuff. So that could be a whole level. Or maybe I just do a couple more runs, and then I'll end up with like 82 or 83. And then I'll be pretty set. There's no way I'm getting 99 sailing. That's not happening. Not for a long time, at least. I want to do crafty next, and then I'd probably get cooking as my third, because I don't want to get cooking as my second, because that just seems lame. But if it's as my third, then it's like, okay. Crafting's doing okay, though. I'm getting close. I'm at 97. I buy my battle stabs every day. I still have some in the bank that I have to, like, make. But by the time I do that, I think I'm, like... I think if I get caught up on everything I have, I'm, like, 3.5 or 3 months away. If I just do it that way. But I could also, like, do something else to, like, be done sooner. And then just buy the battle stabs every day and sell them. Profit. So I mean, I might do that to like help speed it along at this point. Just be like, yeah, let's get this done. Or it could just keep waiting. I think I have like 2,000 stabs at the moment. I open my spreadsheet. Does it tell me how many actually have been made? I could do math to like get it, but I don't want it. I mean, I still need like 2 mil experience. And it says I need 129 days. And it's like, you buy 120 stabs every day. So, 5 is 600. You can do the math off of that. You can figure it out. It's a thing. Okay, so that's 1 inventory here. That should be 8 total. Where'd she go? There she is. I remember when I was doing farming runs for my first 99. That was kind of fun. that was kind of fun. I spent a lot of... Well, I didn't spend a ton. I mean, I spent money, but I also was doing herb runs, and they kind of, like, funded it, so that wasn't too bad. Crafting, if I do it this way, it's funded. But then I also have to, like, elk everything, otherwise I get hit with the GE tax. But that's kind of good for my magic, but also it takes forever. So, I got caught up on, like, all my stats at one point, and I was like, wow, this feels great. I've been elking for hours. And then... yeah. Anyway. We're only half an hour in. It's such a slow poke. Okay, let me do some math and thinking real quick. This acre is D1. We have 1.3 mil here. So if I spot here, we could probably hit like 2.3, 2.4 total if I bought everything here. We won't, like, if I stayed in this acre until after noon, you know, then yeah, we could buy everything here, but that's how much we'd be left with. However, if I can buy a handful of inventories here, and then go to a different acre where there's more money. Right, this one only has 1.3. All my good acres have 1.9 at a base. And then usually based on the price, I bring in more money so I can go even more. Because I know the good acres can usually fit 14 or 15 inventories. I think based off of this number, we could probably buy 12 or 13 inventories at this price. Or maybe not. Let me do some math. Yeah, 12.8 is what we could do with what we currently have. So look at me, I can do my basic math. Yeah, so like... I mean, yeah, that's 12. This is probably like... I don't know, it's probably close to the same amount of... Oh man, if I just drop them all in a line like this, at least they'll know they're in a line, but like... Can't say I'm a fan of the placement. These bushes, or fields, or clovers, or whatever you want to call them. I just have to know that I dropped them here. And if I try for long enough, I'll pick everything up. Okay, that's 2 inventories. Joan, where you go? Okay. It's 11:44. I could comfortably buy 2 more inventories, and that would take us to like 11:50, and we'd have 10 minutes left. And then I'd have bought 4 here and 7 in the other one, and we'd have 11 inventories. That would be like 1.5. And then if we got another one, I'd put like enough money to go over 2 mil. But if we do, actually, but like as is, the other ones have like 1.92, right? 1.92 mil. So if that's the case, and I can do like 12.8, and I could add more, and we could probably get close to 4K if it worked out that way. And then I would not be, I'd be fine. I'd say, yeah, this is fine. You know, I need to like rein in my sleep here. It's like some Fridays I'm just up too late, and then if I don't fix it on the Saturday, then Sunday suffers. Yeah, but I don't know. My sleep's just been off lately. I guess that's also the problem. Oh, why? I mean, I have one, as I said, like, I've been sore, but I'm not actively as sore as I was. But maybe it's still enough to be a problem. Right, there's 3. So I bought 4 inventories worth here, and we have 10 minutes. I think best bet's just to leave this inventory. I leave this acre rather, sorry. Like I said, we have 1.3 mil, and if I already bought 4, that means we've used 600. So we're already looking at like 700 left, which is not much. So we have 9 minutes. If we can get Joan in a good acre, which again, it's asking a lot potentially. We need a lot of luck here for this to work out, because even finding her the first time could take long enough that we only get like 1 or 2 shots total. Well, we have 1 shot obviously, but maybe we only have 2 because she just doesn't go to the acre, you know? So we are relying on luck here a lot. I don't like that. You know, like, if I show up at 10, I have 2 hours to buy, and that gets us a good number. And then if we can get Joan in another acre at the end, great. You know? We can extend things. Okay, great. I don't even get to get my whole speech done before I find her in a good acre. Sure thing, man. Sure. Okay, we're gonna pull from here, because this acre's already ruined at a financial level. I mean, okay, let me do some math. Oh, everyone's favorite math. Okay, so if we take that number and add 450k, and then divide that by 150k, we get 15.8, which is actually, that's gonna be way too much. So if we drop like 2, that says 15.2 or 3, and then if we do any mistakes, then we're set. Also, I was going to say, oh, I should go to the store before, so then I don't have to do anything at the end. There's no reason for me to be here anymore. Right now, like, my only reason for buying things from the store would be for raffle tickets, and I already have 30 because I had so many left over from last year. I had 18 December tickets, and it's the 14th, and I buy like 6 per day, so... And we have all the winter shirts, so... Like, there's really no reason to go to the store. I didn't go to the store last night, and again, like, I had already sold my turnips, so the price of Saturday, while it would be nice to have, really doesn't matter at the end of the day. So that's why I said, yeah, whatever, I'll just skip out on that. Okay. So this will still be a respectable week, all things considered. I mean, I should be able to buy 15 here, and I already bought 11, so 26 times 150k is 3.9. Is it 4 mil? No. Is it almost? Yes. That's good enough for me based on everything. We're still basically hitting my goal. Again, my bare minimum that I want to aim for, unless I have like 70. If my price is 70, then yeah, hitting the bare minimum kind of not great. But yeah, my minimum that I aim for is 4 mil. And even if I do only 4 mil every week, and I get a spike every other week on average, that's still taking us to like the start of July. I keep saying I want to be done by the summer, but that's like, ideally it's before summer starts. Technically summer starts like end of June, right? So that is basically around the time summer starts. But I'd love to be done this in like May or April. I mean, if I did a lot, I could do April. But also, again, these projections are based off of it happening every other week. If I get back-to-back spikes, then that cuts those down. And we've had a lot of those in a row lately, right? We had 4 in a row, and then we had 5 in a row, and if we had something similar to that, then I think we'll be in a really good spot. But flip side, we could also get the opposite of that, and it could really delay things. So I just want to be done in the summer, by the summer, you know, sometime like that. Because the sooner I'm done this, the easier my streams get, and the less time I have to spend every week, and then I get a lot more time back. Because again, if I spend on average at least 2 hours buying turnips every day, and if I get a spike, that's like other 2 hours selling. So you could say like I average like 3 to 5 hours per week on turnips. Because even if I buy like two turnips for like 2 hours and then I don't sell them, or I have to sell them, but it's not during a spike, I'm still spending close to an hour selling. So I'd say minimum like 3 hours a week. And then if there's a spike, that goes up to like maybe 5 or 6. You know, we've definitely had some where it's like 6, but and like that's not a small amount of time. But I mean, yeah, really, like it's literally just like shirts, and like we're literally just waiting for Gracie to show up. Because like again, Gracie's the only visitor that I need stuff from. And unfortunately, Sahara's showing up next. So, no shot there. Okay, so we will be buying past noon. I mean, yeah, we're gonna hit like all. It's 3.9, whatever, right? Like, it's fine. It's not ideal, but based on like how today went, yeah, I'm happy that we still managed to pull this off. And then, yeah, I don't know how this week's gonna go. Again, if we get a bunch of spikes in a row, it will help speed things up. As long as I still buy, like, good amounts. But if we get, like, 2 in a row, and, like, one's, like, 5, and another's, like, 7, then, yeah, that's gonna make some crazy progress. Again, we're at 600 mil overall, so we're 60% of the way. And I did get, like... If you look at my... If you look at how it's gone, I hit 100 mil in the bank on the 23rd. And I don't quite have 600 mil in the bank, but next spike I will. So, you would hope that that would be by December 23rd. So, like, that would be 500 mil in 6 months. Right? This would be, like, July, that's 1, August, September, October, November, December. It would be, like, you know, half of it in 6 months. That's why I've said a couple times, like, I think I could have done this within a year if I had all the strategies and I put a little bit more time in every week. I could have definitely had it done in a year then. Maybe. Depends on the luck, too, though. I guess the spikes were a lot less frequent at the beginning. And I could go back to that. It's just like we've been doing really well lately. I guess I've had some like good number of weeks. That also helps. I guess I've had a couple weeks where it's like, yeah, really close back to back, and it's like 70 or 80 mil. So if we can do another one of those, that'd be sick. I would love, it's not gonna happen, but I would love to hit like 750 mil by like the point that I've actually done turnips for a year. Because I didn't start turnips until January, so that'd be really fun. Just be like, yeah, well, I got 3/4 of the way in a year of turnips. That would be pretty respectable. Even if we hit 700 mil, I'd still be happy. But how do we count that, you know? Because, like, if we look at my turnip tracking, I did not see a spike until the 22nd. Like, yes, I started tracking and buying turnips on the 5th. but I did not see a spike until the 22nd. Just on my 3rd week. And then obviously, like, getting started is slow because then you don't have such money. So, anyway, it's 12 now. We've bought 2 inventories. I think I have 13 more to go, so we're gonna be here for another half hour at least. That's our stream time at 50 minutes, so we'll be close to an hour and a half of turnips. So I guess on one hand, if we do get a spike, it'll be a lot easier to manage this week, but maybe not. I don't know. It's still gonna be 26 inventories, which is not on the low end. But I guess with the price, we'd be selling probably more than 5 at a time. So I guess we'll just wait and see. But yeah, like, I really want to get the turnips done. I need to fix my sleep. I need to lock in. I need to rein it in, honestly. Like, legit, we've still been making good progress, but, like, I've been waking up late consistently. It's like, oh, I'm starting at 10:15. Oh, I'm starting at 10:30. Oh, 10:20. Oh, it's 10:45. Oh, it's almost 11. Oh, it's past 11. Like, come on, dude, lock in. Can't get lazy now. I need to keep the momentum going. That's the thing, though. It's like, the closer I get, maybe the better I can do it, like, forcing myself to buy more turnips, because it's like, hey, if I hit, this is going to make so much progress, you know? So I need to, like, start using that logic. I would love to be able to wake up at 9, naturally, and, like, be streaming at 9:30. Because that could give us 2.5, perhaps 3 hours. And if that was the case, then yeah, we'd be spending a lot more. I keep joking about doing like a 10 mil week near the end, but I don't know, we'll see. That requires a lot of planning. Or luck. Because again, I would need to be here early. I would need to be here at like 9. Maybe 8:30. If I wanted to guarantee I could spend 10 mil, I think I'd have to be here at 8:30. If I showed up at 9 and we made it work and I got into a good acre with Joan at the end, yeah, I think I could hit 10, but like that's a variable and I don't want to rely on that. Also, the price needs to be good, you know? So I don't know how easy that's gonna be to make happen with how things go. But anyway, point is that I want to be done turnips as soon as I can. Because that's like the biggest part of this run, obviously. And like, I've nearly hit 300 hours of playtime. So, and then once I'm done with turnips, things get a lot easier. But again, the only thing I have to worry about is like Toy Day. So I need to get like my second town set up for Toy Day. But maybe that won't be that bad. Like, I have enough characters there. If I use all of their starting shirts and buy like 1 or 2 things from the store, that's probably enough. And then I just have to like load it on Toy Day and do the event to get anything I missed with my character, just in case. But yeah, I mean, we have a week and a half before we have to worry about that. But I guess sometime during this week, I'll load my second town just to try to get all that sorted out. I'll do that on stream, obviously, for the sake of it being seen. But, I mean, we've got 3 inventories here, we got like 12 more to go. So, in like half an hour, 40 minutes, I'll be done here. What else do I have to talk about? Like I said, I've been doing a lot of RuneScape these past couple days after finishing Metroid. But I could probably like slow down on that, or maybe not. I don't know. It's like the sailing stuff's almost good, so I can leave that. But I kind of like want to upgrade my boat, but I have to like get the schematics to do that. So I just have been putting that off. So like maybe I'll do that today. And then it's like, what game should I play next? That's kind of where I'm at. Like I played Metro. I was like, man, this is good. I'm enjoying this. I should play more games. Not to say that I haven't been playing games. Like I played Dave the Diver, and I finished that, and I enjoyed that. But I guess there's something different about playing like Metroid. Felt different. Yeah, I mean, I bought a couple games recently. Got a couple good bundles. But yeah, I don't really have like a plan for what I'm doing next. I don't know. This year's been weird, honestly. Other years it's like 2023. 2023 was the year of Yakuza. I played basically all the Yakuza games. It made it pretty easy to figure out. And then 2024 I started RuneScape again. And I've been like going off and on throughout since then. Like I log in every day, most of the days, to deal with like my stats and maybe some other like stuff, but then like yeah, it just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. Like I'm just like, yeah, I'll just put something on, watch that, and grind. And, yeah, you know, easy. But I mean, I'm trying to think like what I played. I guess the thing with this year is I didn't have a theme. Like, I haven't always done themes, but it's been more of a recent thing. And like, I think 2021? Is it 2022? My first official theme is what I'm trying to think. I look at like Sekiro. Sekiro last played July 2021. What a great game. So yeah, 2021 is that year. So I think like 2020 was like the year of PlayStation. Like I had my PS4 and I just started, I think I went through a bunch of like PlayStation games and got those. But then like 2021 was like the year of the Souls, because I did Bloodborne, I did Neo, I did Sekiro, I did Dark Souls 1, I did Dark Souls 2, and then like 2022 I think was kind of still like the same theme, because I did Elden Ring, and then I also did Dark Souls 3. Can't remember if there was another theme for that year. Maybe there was. But then 2023, definitely year of the Yakuza. Because I played Yakuza 0, 1, sorry. I played Yakuza 0, I played Kiwami 1, Kiwami 2, Yakuza Remastered 3, 4, 5. And then I played 6, and then I played 7. And then I played Gaiden, the man who erased his name. And that was all in 2023. Not to mention, I got the platinum in every single one of them. So every single trophy in all those games. And I think I did so in a pretty good time. Here to look at my stats that year, it was like, I don't know, at least 500 hours of Yakuza. I don't know if that's accurate. I can't remember what the number is. But it's like, I know 5 and 0 were both about 100 hours. 5 might have been slightly more. So like, that's 200 right there. I think 1 and 2 were about 50 each, so that's like 300. And then I think 3 and 4 were like closer to 40. And I think 6 was closer to 40 or 50. And then 7 was maybe closer to 80. And then Gaiden was probably like 20 or 30. It's probably like close to 600 hours of Yakuza. And I got all the plats. So like that was the theme for that year. And I kind of enjoyed that there was a theme for the year. Also, I just really enjoyed playing the games. Like legit, I played Yakuza 0 and was like, man, that was amazing. Let me just play Kiwami. And then I legit just started Kiwami afterwards. And then after I finished Kiwami, I was like, man, that was good. But I shouldn't play like another Yakuza game immediately after. That would be weird, right? And then I played a quick game for a couple days. And then not even a week later, I'm starting Kiwami 2. And then I took a break from Yakuza and I did Horizon Forbidden Dawn. And that took a while. And then, yeah, I kept going. Then I did 3 and 4. And then I took a break. And then I did 5. And then I took a... Then I think I did 6 after 5, maybe. And then I took a short break. And then I did 7. And then I waited until, like, Christmas for Gaiden, even though it came out earlier. And I got it on a decent sale. And I was happy about that. And... yeah. And then I bought 8 on launch and played that. So it's like... that's how that went. And then 2024 kind of was like the RuneScape themed year. Because again, I started playing again. And since I started playing again, I think I stopped playing with like 30 days of playtime maybe. And now I'm at like 52 days. So since then, I've got however many days of playtime. But yeah, like 2024 was kind of like RuneScape themed, but it was also like Kingdom Hearts themed. But it's like weird because I did like half of the Kingdom Hearts games in 2024, and then I finished them up in 2025. I started this year off with Kingdom Hearts, which seems like not that long ago. This year's been weird, honestly. Like the time, it's just passed in a strange way. Not to mention, I got back into game collecting. That has also impacted this year in gaming because I spend a significant amount of time looking at games to buy. Like, yeah, last year was like RuneScape. Other big games that came out last year that I bought. Again, there was Yakuza. Did I buy anything else last year that was like on launch? Usually, I like to think that I only buy 2 or 3 games on launch a year. Right? You know, I'm a responsible, respectable gamer. I don't go crazy with buying all the new games and not finishing them. Also, I finish my games. Unlike some people I know. To jab at someone. We'll probably never see this. And that's the best part. I mean it with love. I just like to give people a hard time. Oh, I guess like 2023. 2023 was also... 2023 was goated for gaming. Can I just say that? I played all the Yakuza games, basically. I also played Tears of the Kingdom. Wait, is this true? Or did I start Yakuza earlier? Now I'm confused. No. It was 2023, right? It was, right? I'm getting mixed up now. I'm gonna check because now I'm paranoid. I'm pretty positive that it was... Or am I getting mixed up on years? I thought it came out like May 2023. Yeah, May 2023. So like... Yakuza 0. February 11th, 2023 to March 2023. Then Kiwami. Oh, and then I did Marvel... No, that... Why is that one there? I did that way before. That one. I did Kiwami 2. Oh, no. I didn't do Horizon. Oh, no, I did, but because I did the DLC, it's moved. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, April 2023. So I finished it like end of April 2023. And I also did Ratchet and Clank. That was in June 2023, though. Okay, so Yakuza 3 I started in June. Okay. Oh, we got some lurking in the chat. I'm just going over all the games I've played recently. When I say recently, I don't really mean recently. The whole thing is like, I like to theme my games. And say like, oh, this is the year I'm focusing on, like, this series or something. But now I don't really have a series that I'm focusing on. But I guess it's also because, like, I started with Yakuza, and it's like, oh, that's just like 8 games, 9 games, like, right there. And then Kingdom Hearts, I did that, and that was a lot, but I split it between 2 years. It's like, I did, like, 1 Recom and 2, and then I went back and did Birth by Sleep. The other one. And then 3 or something. Oh, no, I did Birth by Sleep, Dream Drop Distance, the weird, like, thing. And then 3. I mean, technically, I mean, I have put 300 hours in Animal Crossing. And based off my PlayStation Wrapped that I saw earlier this week, I put 400 hours in PlayStation titles, with the main ones being, like, Yakuza and Kingdom Hearts. And I would say, like, 300 hours are probably to those, maybe? I don't know. I mean, I guess, yes, if you look at all the games, I've definitely played Animal Crossing more out of all the other ones, because it's like a stream and it's like a ridiculous, like, undertaking I'm doing, I guess I don't count it. But it should be counted. But, like, I don't know, it's weird. This is a weird one. I guess it is kind of themed. But I guess, like, maybe it's because I was doing these themes, but I was also streaming New Horizons. Right? Like, I started doing these themes kind of 2020, kind of 2021. So I had basically been streaming New Horizons while I was doing all these other themes. So I guess that's why I'm not thinking about this one, because when I was streaming New Horizons, but I guess I was streaming, I don't know. It's weird because I streamed New Horizons for such a long time, and it's like right now I have like 300 hours almost in this game. And New Horizons, let's just say it's 1,200 hours at least. Then, like, sure, if I did this for another 4 years, but I wouldn't, like, even if I did this for 4 more years, we wouldn't have that much playtime. Because, like, once the turnips are done, then, like, this gets really quick. But I guess because, like, New Horizons had so much stuff, and it was, like, most days I was spending a lot of time. But in this case, it's, like, I'm spending lots of time on a single day, so it's a complete different, like, feeling. I guess maybe that's it. But I guess, yeah, that's the thing. It's, like, I was still theming those years while doing New Horizons, so I didn't feel like that was the theme of the year. Because again, it's like I did all the Yakuza games in 2023, and that was like probably close to 600 hours. So that's like, you know, more than what I've spent in this year. So, no, it's just one of those interesting things. I mean, yeah, sure, if I play this for like 300 hours this year, it'll probably be a little bit over 300 by the end. Actually, no, that's not fair. I'm saying 300 hours now, but that's counting December last year. And obviously, when I first started off, I spent a lot more time in the game. So, if I want to be a little bit more accurate, I would select January 1st on the streams, and then scroll to the bottom, and then get the properties. Okay, yeah, that's a very different number. Wow. Okay, let me just double check it. So obviously, I've only uploaded... Yeah, I have up until November published, but up until December 10th is, like, uploaded. So, everything up until the 10th. So there's, like, 4 or 5 streams that aren't accounted for here. But from everything that is accounted for, that's 294.5 hours. But if I remove the entirety of December last year, it takes us down to 260. So we're at like 260 hours that are accounted for, and there's all the extra time. So like maybe I'd be close to like 275, 280 by the end of this year. So obviously it's a large chunk of what I've done this year, but I don't know. I mean, it's like when I say like, oh, 2024 it's like themed around RuneScape. Even that, I don't really like that because I feel like it's like not specific enough, and I don't know if I did enough RuneScape for it to be like the I don't know. It's weird. 2023 was great though. I just want to say that. I played like all the Yaxas, and then I played like Tears of the Kingdom, and I also played Pikmin 4. Great year. That's all I'm saying. And like last year, I played like Infinite Wealth, and I played what did I play? I can't remember what I played last year. It's bothering me. Okay, I'm yeah, okay. I played Animal Well, I played the first 3 Kingdom Hearts. I guess I did not play a lot on PlayStation. I did Ape Escape. I cleaned up DLC in a bunch of my PlayStation games. I know I did that. I guess I didn't play a lot on PlayStation last year. Did I play? The thing, I like to compile them, but I haven't really done it in a while, but I'd love to like compile like what I played across every like system. Cause like sure, I play stuff on PlayStation. I played some things on Game Pass, but usually it's not a lot. But there's still like some stuff there. And then obviously I play on Nintendo stuff, which is not nicely tracked online. Kinda is, kinda isn't. And then there's all the PC stuff. So like on Steam. So it's like I have multiple different sources for all the things, and I have to think like, oh shoot, what did I play and where did I play it? But it was on PlayStation. And then yeah, like if you look at my PlayStation this year, it's like Kingdom Hearts was in April? Are we for real right now? Okay, I started Birth by Sleep last year in December, and then I finished it in January. And then I did Dream Drop Distance immediately afterwards. And then I took a break before I did Kingdom Hearts 3 in April. That was in April? I feel like that was at the beginning of the year. That's what I mean. Like, I'm so this year's messed up. I feel like Kingdom Hearts 3 was at the beginning for some reason, but no, I did like 2 and then I took a break. And then I did like Ishin, the Like a Dragon spin-off, and I did that in May into June, and that was like nearly 90 hours. So it's like I did Kingdom Hearts at the beginning, I did Ishin, and then the Switch 2 came out, I played a little bit of Mario Kart, I played Bonanza, and then around the time that I bought Bonanza is where things shifted. And then I started buying retro games. And that's when everything changed. I mean, honestly though, because like now, like every week, I'm looking at auctions, and I'm looking at auctions in multiple places every week. So one is a lot more manageable, but for eBay, it's like every Friday I kind of try to like look through all the Canadian listings, see if there's anything good. And I can find a couple gems every week usually. I don't always win them all, but like, you know, they're good to look out for. Like I saw a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon bundle that had like for the games, and it was like at a pretty good price, but too many people were bidding on it at the end and went up pretty expensive, and I just missed it. Or it feels like I just missed it. If I got it for cheap, though, that would have been insane. It would have been a huge pull. Because it would have been, like, well under average. But yeah, I guess, like, last year, it's like... I did some Kingdom Hearts, I did a couple big games. And then I did some cleanup. Because I had a bunch of DLCs, like the God of War DLC, the Horizon DLC, the Spider-Man 2 New Game Plus thing. I did all that stuff, just be like, yeah, let's get this done. And I went to Ghost of Tsushima, and I did a bunch of the multiplayer stuff, but I didn't do the raid. Now it's like winning the raid is the only thing I'm missing for the trophies there. And I'm really annoyed about that, but I've just been too lazy to go back and do it. Because I need to get like a group. And now there's a sequel out, so that might be more annoying, but... maybe I can still find a team. Am I almost done? I mean, it's almost 12:30, so you'd think yes. I feel like, did I take too much money out of here? Anyway. So yeah, I don't know, it's like weird, because like, I feel like I played lots before. But I guess I also have to like remember that like I got my PS5 in 2022. So it's like I played a bunch at the end of 2022, and then I got into all the other stuff. When I did Neo 2, Neo 2 was at the beginning of 2023. 2023 was a very Japanese time of my life. Like legit, I was playing like... I played Neo 2 and then I played like all the Yakuza games, so it was just very Japanese. Very Japanese heavy. Neo's a great game. Neo 3's coming out in January, I think, right? Now here's the thing, I've always waited to buy Neo games because then I get them like with all the DLCs and just go crazy on it. So like as much as I want to buy it on launch, I don't know if I will, because I'd like to play with the DLC because I feel like they add so much DLC and it adds a lot to it. So I'm not, I don't know, I feel like I'd rather wait. At least for Neo, because that's like, I don't know, Neo's a lot. I played a lot, I love Neo. I got like 120 hours in Neo 1. I went well beyond the trophies, I think. Because I was actually, maybe I didn't, I don't know. Did I? I feel like I kind of did. I literally went through like every difficulty. I unlocked every single one. I was feeling crazy. I loved getting one shot by bosses. It was my favorite. Light armor builds be like, yes, the armor's just for the bonus. It is not for defense, because I'm still gonna get one just swatted away. It's the best part. But yeah, it's like, last year kind of had a theme, and then this year, like, I don't know, I struggled to find a theme, because I kind of thought it was Kingdom Hearts, but then I was, like, done Kingdom Hearts by April. I only played, like, 3 of the games, or 4 technically, but, like, really 3, so that didn't really feel like much. It doesn't seem accurate. So I like, this year could be, like, dedicated to retro games, not that I've been playing them as much, but it could be dedicated to, like, the collecting. It's the year of the collecting, maybe. I guess if I was like theme one thing, that would probably be it. Okay. So I am getting pretty close to being done here, I think. Obviously the acre is getting very empty when it comes to money. I feel like maybe I like miscalculated something, but we're gonna be fine. I do have a couple bags. Got a couple tricks up my sleeve. Is there enough room for 2 there? Yes, there is. Nice. That's a bag. That's a bag. Okay, so no, we're fine. I just didn't see those ones. Okay, so I think 2 more inventories. But yeah, I guess like this year's kind of collecting. But like Donkey Kong just changed things. Also collecting changed things. I got my Switch too. I played Bonanza the end sequence was like, this is peak gaming. Like, I was like shocked at how, like, it was just peak. I was beaming. That's how happy I was. I was like, this is absolute cinema. This is everything I could ask for and more. It was amazing. And then I just was like, I don't know what to play after this. Also, I guess I played like, I did play Lies of P this year. I did play some good games. You know, I'm struggling to remember all of them that I played. Here's the thing, I really want to do like a top game list. I want to do like a top 10 list, but I feel like top 10's too much. So I did like I want to do it to like a top 25 maybe, and I made a list a month ago or something, just based off of games I could think of, and I want to do that again, and then like from scratch to see what I come up with that time, and then eventually I'll get something. But maybe like, I don't know, I feel like 25 still might not be enough. But it's also like I'm trying to pick like different ones so that like there's variety. But like also it's like I kind of want to do like maybe an easier one is like the top 10 I played in a year. I feel like that's a lot easier to do. Like let's like what are the peak experiences from a year? Because like Bug Snacks, peak experience. Would it make it in my top 25 list? Probably not, unfortunately, because there's just so many other great games. But I loved Bug Snacks, and it's like I want to give a shout out to Bug Snacks somehow. So it's like it needs to be like in the top 10 for that year. So like maybe I should go back and look at all my years and say like yeah, what are the top 10 from this year? What are the top 10 from this year? And then go from there. But like, yeah, I played Lies of P, I played Expedition 33. I think those were in the first half of the year. Actually, when did I play Expedition? That's right, I played the game. I'm not a hater. I just don't think it's as amazing as everyone says. That is my thought on it. It's very approachable by many. That's been made clear. I think that's the strength. But yeah, I was playing that in June. Okay, so yeah, I played that in June. And then I played Lies of P in March. February to March. So I guess like yeah, the first half of the year I was doing things. I was playing games. And then Donkey Kong came out like, you know, July, and I played that and I was like, man, this is peak. And then I was also like really looking into like retro games at that point. And I just went really hard looking at like auctions and figuring all that stuff out, and then like planning around like stores to visit locally. And then that took the front seat. Everything else took a back seat for a bit. And then eventually I played another game. Can't remember what it was. And then eventually Silksong came out. So I played Silksong. And then Metroid came out, so I did play that. And then I bought Pokemon Legends Arceus, and I played that because I wanted to play that. I've been meaning to play it for a long time. But then it's like, oh, the Switch 2's coming out. I'll play it on the Switch 2. It'll perform better. I played that for like 50 hours. I did like everything, kind of, but not really. I unlocked everything, I want to say. Like, I got the shiny charm for like completing the research, or getting maxing the research level for every Pokemon. So I felt like that was complete in my head. I also got like, here's the thing, it's like I bought all these retro games, and I bought a lot. If you want a rough count of how many I bought this year, I think it's like 300 something. I put a formula together. It's not like super good, but so I don't know if it's like accurate. But if we're looking at, like, I think about like 340 games, but I think there's a couple that I haven't like updated on the sheet. Actually, there are. So yeah, I bought a lot of games this year, and it's like some of these I've played before and beat. Some of them are like that's the thing. It's like, okay, Xbox 360 games. These are games that I've probably played before and I've like completed, but I physically didn't own it. So it's like, yeah, I'll get it physically for like less than $5. So it's like, you know, cool and visible, whatever. And then there's like, you know, Wii games where it's like some of them are memes and it's like, I gotta buy this just for the joke. And then some of them are like games that I've played in some form or another, but you know, now I want it physically. And then there's some that I never played, but I want to play, you know? So, like, okay, I bought Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie and Majora's Mask on the N64. I've played all those games before. Me, when I'm trying to resist the urge to do the Squid Game meme. Yeah, like, there's a lot, and I feel like I need to make a list of the games that I bought that I actually intend to play. Because some of them, it's like, I'm buying this because I played it as a kid, and I either beat it, and I really loved it, or I played it as a kid, and I'd love to go back and actually beat it. So, yeah, there's a lot of that to it, so I need to figure that out. Anyway, I've bought from Joan. We're now at, like, 3.9 mil, and honestly, all things considered, pretty happy with that. So yeah, I have a lot of things that I have to do. I'd love to like go through and figure out which games I actually need to play. And I'd love to go through and make like top 10 lists for each year. So maybe that'll happen soon. Because the top 10's easier to do. Because it's like a select set. And it's just games I played that year. It's not even like... Because if I said like, oh, here's the top 10 games from this year, I probably didn't play them all in that year. So it's not really great. Anyway, so Sahara's here tomorrow, so nothing important is happening there. Gulliver will be here, maybe. We gotta look for Gulliver. We don't have to worry about the store. Yeah, so we're really just looking for Snow and Gyroids, looking for Gulliver, and waiting to see when Gracie's gonna show up next. But that's MLT what turnips are doing. That's it for me now. I'm done. Honestly, I was here really late. I still managed to buy for like nearly an hour and a half. We got 3.9 mil. Not gonna complain. It's not amazing, but it's also not terrible. We're still hitting our goal, basically. So, I'm gonna get out of here now. I know it's kind of like mid-yap, but I'll save it for another time. So, I'm out. I'll be back tomorrow around the same time. Like I said, as in now, to check the turnips. And, you know, if I'll sell, I'll sell. It'll be good. Anyway, I'm out. See you around. Bye.